it's Jennifer at Jennifer at Home, and I'm super excited you're here to join me today. I'm always happy to have you, and I really appreciate those of you who have subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe, click the bell, and don't forget to hit the like button. Now let's get on with the question and answers. I wanted to make sure I took a moment to thank all of you that submitted questions. I really appreciate all of you and all of your questions. Thank you so much for taking the time to ask and taking the time to listen to my answers. Question number 1 is from Scooby-Doo Mom of 2. Heidi has a wonderful channel and I always enjoy watching it. It's simply delightful and you'll love it too. So be sure to check out Scooby-Doo Mom of 2. Heidi asked, what was my favorite vacation? I would have to say it was a time when my husband and my son and I were living in Europe and our daughter came over. We flew her over to visit for Mother's Day. Actually, it was a surprise from my husband. He flew her over to Europe to visit us and we all vacationed together as a family and traveled around and spent time together, and it was simply wonderful. I loved it so much. That was my very favorite vacation. And Heidi also asked, is there a food I wouldn't try? Well, I'm not sure if you would consider rattlesnake a food, but there are people that eat rattlesnake, and I would never be able to bring myself to do such a thing. I tried many things, and I love lots of different foods, but as far as eating some sort of a snake, I would never ever do that. Question number 2 comes from Michael Finley Halls. Be sure to check out Michael Finley's channel. He has really great hauls, and not only hauls but cooking, and he does lots of great conversations, and he has a really cool channel. So be sure to check out Michael Finley Hauls. And Michael asks, what is my favorite country to visit? Well, I'm so thankful and blessed that I've been able to travel around and visit several other countries, and I enjoyed all of them. But I have to say, my very favorite country to visit is the United States. I think because it's just home to me, and I haven't been able to see everywhere in the United States that I would love to go. So I have many trips and adventures planned for the future to get around and see some of those destinations that I want to go see. Antoinette Decorating asks, what is your favorite guilty pleasure? Well, how about I just show you? I absolutely love brownies, especially dark chocolate fudge brownies. They're the ultimate, and they're my very favorite. I don't make them too often, but I always keep a box on hand just in case I need them. MS Vlogger Canada asks, where am I from? I am actually from Ohio, Central Ohio in the United States. Annie Keebit would like to know, who is my very best friend? My best friend is my husband, Alan. We love to shop and cook and clean and do everything together, hang out and vacation and go see our kids together. He's just my very best favorite friend in the whole wide world, the best friends I've ever had. And so I would have to say that my husband, Alan, is definitely my very best friend. Oregon Zan asked the question, what was my very favorite childhood memory? Well, I would definitely say it is Christmas Eve. Not even Christmas Day, but I think it's Christmas Eve. Just the anticipation of all of the Christmas festivities and all of the decorating and cookie baking, the music. My parents seemed to only put on music during the holidays, and we always had a record player with Christmas music. We had the Bing Crosby Christmas record, and we would just play the Christmas records over and over again all through the Christmas season. But Christmas Eve was so exciting because we would always go to bed on Christmas Eve and could hardly sleep because we knew Christmas Day was coming up the very next day. So definitely Christmas Eve every year was my favorite memories. Jerry Ellen from Cooking with Neighbors asked, who is my life's biggest influence? Well, after much deliberation, I couldn't think of one single individual human here on earth that I would name, except I will name Jesus as my life's biggest influence, because Jesus walked the earth just as we do, and he was tempted with so many different things and had to make choices and decisions that the rest of us have to make, but yet he walked a straight and narrow path and always made the best decisions and wasn't tempted and didn't fall by the wayside. So I'm going to name Jesus as my number one biggest, best influence. Tiffany Jetter asks, what is my favorite thing about Alan? Well, my favorite thing about Alan is that he looks to God and he's a Christian man that prays and always has faith in God, and he's always such a good leader and a father to our children and a wonderful husband. So that is my very favorite thing about him, that he's a godly man and puts God first in his life. An Instagram friend wants to know what is my favorite color. Well, I love so many colors that I honestly cannot pinpoint it. I can't narrow down to just one color because I love so many. I love all different shades of ivory, beige, khaki, white, pink, sage green, all sorts of nice, neutral, relaxing, pale shades. Another Instagram friend wants to know if I could go on vacation anywhere in the world, where would I go? Well, I honestly believe that I might just stay home. I would probably go to visit either of my children in Arizona or in Texas, but my favorite place to be is home, and I would try to get my kids to come and see me here, because that way we could all spend time together at home, relaxing and making food and playing games and just hanging out together. That's my favorite vacation of all. My daughter Sarah wants to know, who is my favorite child? Well, typical of Sarah, always making me laugh. Well, I happen to have a favorite daughter and a favorite son. Another Instagram friend wants to know, if I could do one thing every single day, what would it be? Well, of course, the number one thing I would say would be to see my family, my husband, my daughter, and son. But other than that, if I had something, an activity that I could do every single day, I would pick swimming because I love swimming so much. I wish I could swim every single day because I love it that much. It's so relaxing and calming, and it's just one of my very favorite things to do. My husband Alan would like to know, what are my future plans for travel? Well, I would love to travel around the United States and see some different things that I haven't seen. I haven't spent a lot of time on the East Coast, so I would love to go on the East Coast and see some of the nice little coastal towns and try some of the amazing food. There are lots of places I would like to go, maybe to Coney Island or go to the boardwalk. I would also like to go maybe to southern Texas and maybe to Galveston or different areas, maybe go to the beach down there. I'm not even sure, perhaps Boston. That would be a really fun place to visit. Charleston, Savannah, Georgia. There are a lot of places I would like to go that I haven't been, so I'll have to add those to my list, and perhaps someday I'll be able to get to those places. And of course, taking Alan along with me. My daughter Sarah wants to know, what is my favorite card game? My favorite card game happens to be Skip-Bo. I love playing Skip-Bo. It's so much fun, and I could play it anytime. It's always great to take with me when I go on a trip too. I'm always ready to challenge anybody in a game of Skip-Bo. My daughter told me that I happen to be the most competitive person in my family, and that's why I like card games and different board games, because she said that I am the most competitive. I am a fierce competitor when I'm playing cards and board games. So thanks a lot for that, Sarah. I appreciate it. I'll take that as a compliment. An Instagram friend wants to know, what is my all-time favorite book? Well, I love nonfiction. I love true stories, adventures, documentaries, love stories, all things that have happened and are true and real. So my all-time favorite book happens to be the Bible. The Bible has all of those things, and it is simply amazing. It is just the most amazing book that has ever been written or that could ever be written. So the Bible is my favorite book of all times. Well, friends, I just got a text message from my husband while I was recording this video. It seems that right now at this moment, I just hit my 1,000 subscribers. I wasn't going to film this, but I thought I would capture this real moment. I've been working very hard on YouTube for over a year now, and I'm super excited. I never thought this day would ever come, especially because over the last few weeks, I've gone from 990 to 997 to 989 to 993 to 994, back to 990, and well, here we are. We finally did it. I'm not sure how long it'll stay. At this rate, I could be back at 990 tomorrow. I'm sure any of you that have your own YouTube channel know how it is. Sometimes you can drop up to 12 people overnight. But here we are. I can't believe I'm capturing this right now on my video. But here we are. And I'll wrap this video up in just a minute. But I just want to thank all of you sincerely that have been so supportive and so helpful and so kind. I never knew that I would make so many YouTube friends, true, sincere friends that have been so great and so supportive. And I'm truly grateful to all of you. And thanks, Alan, for sending me this text. I know you didn't know that I was working on this video. But I can't believe it. 1,000 subscribers, and all of you are very special to me. I do my best to get back and watch all of your channels because I love all of your content. And when I tell you that your video is great, or that I enjoyed your video, or that it was awesome, I truly mean those things. I wouldn't say those things. I might just say thanks for sharing, but I don't. I truly enjoy your channels and I love watching them. I'm so proud of all of you because I know just how hard you're working. I know how hard it is to put the videos together and the recipes and all of the content that you come up with, and your thumbnails and your intros and extras and all of those things, all of the editing that you do. And it's really hard work, and I'm so proud of all of you because I know what you're putting into it, and therefore I truly appreciate it. I truly enjoy watching all of you, and when I tell you something and leave you a comment, that's because I truly mean it, and I'm hoping that I'm always encouraging to you, and I want to help you succeed as just as I want to succeed at this, and I wanted to make my family proud, and that's why I started this channel. My son has a channel, MT Paradise, and he encouraged me to start my channel, and I just really wasn't sure I could do it. And then I thought that I might have really harsh negative comments, and so I was prepared to bail early on and not stick with it. But when I started meeting all of you wonderful friends out there and reading your comments, and they were so genuine and so kind and thoughtful, it encouraged me to stick with it. And so now here I am. I finally made it to 1,000, and I hope I keep going. But I really appreciate it. I can't say how grateful I am enough. And I truly, truly mean it. So thank you so much. Thank you to my family for all of your support. My husband, Alan, who's my biggest supporter and is here to help me every step of the way. He's been so patient and bought me equipment and lights and different things to help me the best he can. He helps me with my computer work and editing because, frankly, I'm really not very good at all of that. But he is very helpful and supportive, and we've learned through this process together. And thanks for my kids, Sarah and Mitchell, and my son-in-law, Mitch, for always being so great and watching my videos. And I appreciate all of you so much. So thank you again, and thank you tremendously for helping me and being so supportive and subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to do so and click the bell and the thumbs up button. And I'll see you next time.